Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today, another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2003. We got Bristol and Darlington coming up in this one, which is going to be very tough. We have some research and development finishing soon, 3 races until the tire wear finishes, and then we can build a new chassis quite quickly because we have a good amount of money. And then we're building another engine, so we can have a newer one also with the upgrade on it. Last episode, I forgot to look at the standings. We have fallen dead last now. That is quite unfortunate, but the battle up front is getting pretty tight, I feel like, because I think Gordon, it's actually fallen a decent bit. Harvick had a really bad week. Where was it at? 2 weeks ago, it was Watkins Glen. He finished in like the 20s or around 30th, and Gordon finished around top 10. They all had a pretty good race at Michigan, so that didn't really help a lot of them, but from 2nd to 5th is only like 60 points. That's pretty tight, and then back to Mark Martin's quite a bit, but top 5, it could change really drastically. We're getting down towards the end of the year. Only like 12 more races left in the season, so it's getting down to the wire, and we're trying to upgrade our car going into next season and all that, but we're banking a good amount of money now. I need to see, where are my sponsors? How many races do I have left on these things? 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it this episode. Next episode, we'll have to do that. So Bristol and Darlington. Bristol is going to be a real tough one for us. We were really slow here earlier in the season, so I don't expect to be much better, if at all, because we don't have like the best stuff on our car, because I don't want to damage it too much, because Bristol's going to be a rough one. I want to save that stuff for Darlington next week so we can be a little bit better there. But let's get on to Bristol, see how we can do regardless. All right, I'm about like 1.4 off of the qualifying time, which at a short track like this is kind of crazy, but Scott Wimmer actually has pole with like a 15.5. I've only gotten down to like a 16.8, but most of the time 16.9s. So I'm hoping we can just qualify okay here, because it's going to be very tough passing and all that. Got 41st in the first lap. That's not great. We need to kind of push it a little bit harder so we can try and get that top 40. That was a terrible exit off turn 2. I think this actually might be a worse lap. Wait, I ran a 16.6. That is by far my best lap, but we did not get a top 40, so we're not getting that sponsor money. That's quite unfortunate.
It's nighttime here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and we're ready to go racing under the lights. It's the Sharpie 500, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. This is one of the most exciting tracks in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. So many cars, so little space. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, that's right, Joe. The fans here love watching this race. There'll be some bumping and banging out there, and this one, you can be assured of that.
The 46 car has got to be happy about qualifying so well this week.
Well, the extra time that team spent on qualifying this week makes all the difference. I think they should spend extra time every week. Maybe it would help improve their average starting spot.
Jeremy Mayfield experienced an up-and-down year in 2000. He had 12 top 10s and 4 poles, but also had 11 DNFs.
He was either running up front with the leaders or taking an early exit. Those wins are great, but each DNF is exactly the opposite and can take a driver out of a points race real quick.
We really haven't seen a good finish this season from the Sears Craftsman car.
Boy, is it tough when you're consistently finishing in the back. You start to lose confidence in your team and, more importantly, yourself. Maybe this race will turn things around for them.
It's kind of crazy that Scott Wimmer and Frank Kimmel are 1st and 3rd here, and John Andretti is 4th. That is absolutely crazy to me. I feel like Ryan Newman's going to get out to the lead here and just pull the hell away from everybody. So that is going to be quite interesting, because I feel like they just had the qualifying speed. They may not have any race pace, but who knows? Sometimes the smaller teams at these small tracks actually do quite well. Not me. No, we struggle at these short tracks by far. Bristol has definitely been one of my worst tracks so far. I think Bristol, Martinsville, they've been real rough for us so far. So I'm just going to try and keep the car as clean as we can for this race. Hopefully, we're 6 seconds back already off the start of this race, and this is only a 15, 16-second track. We're going to definitely go multiple laps down here, try and stay out the way, and hopefully when pit stops roll around, we can be okay getting into it, because it's going to be very tough. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting race nonetheless. Just Bristol's always crazy. I don't think it went well for us the last time we were here. I haven't even beaten the time I ran last time we were here, so I don't know what I did with the setup before compared to now, but it was not good, I guess. But yeah, we're just not super fast at this track. It's the, like, I feel like it's the tire grip holding us back at this track a lot, because the stability is just trying to stop this car from spinning out at all times. So really we don't get much acceleration off these corners, which is what's really slowing us up. So the next research and development, I'm really gonna be doing tire wear, or tire grip. We're doing tire wear right now, but we're gonna do tire grip and try and do it in like 6 races instead of 9. It's gonna cost like $500,000, but we'll have the money to do it at least. But hopefully it will help us a lot once that stuff is done, because you could see like tracks like this, we are just absolutely way off pace, which is not good. We're gonna be going a lap down here very soon, I think. Well, to my surprise, I see in the mirror Scott Wimmer's still in the lead. Ryan Newman is right on him with Ricky Rudd. Don't know where Frank Kimmel and them are yet, but I'm trying to stay low out of these guys' way. It looks like Newman already has a really messed up nose trying to get by Scott Wimmer. But I'm shocked that he's able to hold it there so far. Junior's up here in the top 5. Stewart's getting around him, actually, because he's running right behind me. But yeah, we are a little, you're underestimating it. It's lap 10 and we're a lap down. So yeah, we are quite struggling at this track. And it looks like Newman got the lead now, and Ricky Rudd is following him on by Scott Wimmer. So he's gonna probably start falling here, I would imagine, but we're just gonna try and not destroy our car here. That's why I didn't run our good equipment, because I'm gonna try and save that for places that we could actually be okay at, and not just run dead last and not even have a shot at 42nd until somebody blows a motor, honestly. Well, the leaders have caught the back of the field, and the back of the field is about to lap me. So we are going to be lapped by literally everybody here, which is quite nuts on how off pace we are at Bristol. That's quite sad, though. We're going to be like 4 laps down or something, just straight speed. It's just not even good. I'm going to see if we can do a slight adjustment in the pits potentially, but I don't think we're really going to have time to, because this pit road is so small. So it's such a short pit road, so I'm hoping we'll be all right for the most part. But I think we pit on the front stretch, even though we qualify god awful. I think we're on the front stretch for our pit regardless. I can't 100% remember. Dirt to Daytona was like that, but I don't know where we're at. I feel like we normally have a pit stop towards the front part where like the leaders should be, honestly. But we're gonna pit here in a couple laps, because a lot of guys are starting to head down pit road now. So actually, I might just wait it out and wait till pit road is a little bit more empty, because we don't need to be slowed down more than we already will be. We're already off pace enough, so no reason to slow ourselves down in pit road more. This may be the only time in the race besides the very beginning we're not dead last as well. So we need to just take a fact of that we're not dead last at this moment. But I'm gonna come pit this time. I believe we're on the front stretch. We should be. Yes, yes. We don't need that, and I didn't have time to do anything. I was going to try and drop the tire pressure or something, and maybe the wedge too, but was not able to in time, so that's a little unfortunate. We actually had a clean pit stop on this one. I wish we would have had a clean pit stop last week. Honestly, if we would have had that clean pit stop last week at Michigan, we might have been able to get an extra spot out of that race, because we were catching the next guy. It was Kimmel. That's actually right behind us right now, which is funny. And we were getting so close to him while the field was catching us to finish the race. And we stayed on the lead lap, but we could have finished 35th instead of 36th, which would have been nice. But it is what it is. But yeah, we're dead last still, like normal here. And we're just going to finish this race on dead last unless somebody blows their motor. If somebody blows their motor, it'll be a miracle. And we get a caution, actually. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know where the caution was. It looks like Shauna Robinson backing up on the track. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Where is she going? What is going on here? That is the weirdest. She like missed her pit stall, back it up on track. That is the weirdest thing. Did she back up and Dale Jarrett nailed her? I don't know. I'm gonna pit just to see if we could get the car a little better, because I want to drop the wedge in tire pressure. That's all I want to do. No. See if that will help us out a little bit. Doesn't really matter, we're in dead last anyways, so might as well see if we can make the car a little better. But man, if we could have stayed out a couple more laps, which we honestly could have on fuel, because it was only like 2 or 3 more laps, we would have been fine. If we could have stayed out, we could have actually been on the lead lap potentially and had some spots on people, which would have been crazy. We could have gotten super lucky there, but unlucky with the caution. It is what it is. And that was a 16.3 pit stop. My pit crew is on steroids or something. Holy crap. That's by far their quickest pit stop of the season. I imagine we're still laps down from these guys in front of us. I don't know if Shauna Robinson went up the track and nailed Dale Jarrett, because it looked like they were going to. But yeah, we're a lap down from Casey Atwood, and Atwood is 3 laps down. We're 4 laps down already. We're probably gonna go 5, maybe 6 laps down, because we're gonna get lapped in like 10 laps anyways. So we'll just try and finish out this race nice and clean, and we'll be on to Darlington. Oh, Tony Stewart has blown his engine. That's gonna be a spot for us. We're not gonna finish dead last in this race. Hell yeah, I'll take that. But he was running in the top 5. That's gonna kill him in the points. He was already like 4th, I think, like 130, 140 back from Gordon, which Gordon's right behind us right here. But that is gonna absolutely destroy him, finishing dead last in this race now. Finally on the white flag, or the leaders are. We're like 2 laps away, but we're what, 5 laps down. We didn't go a 6th lap down, which is nice, and we did gain that spot on Stewart. So not gonna finish dead last, but we're not gonna make much money in this one because we didn't qualify in the top 40, which is like the main sponsor goal that we have for every week that we mainly get, because we usually qualify in like the mid 30s. So that's what gets us money. This race, we're just gonna not be making any money at all. It's just a real rough race for us overall. Yeah, we actually still got some sponsor money. I'm shocked by that. And also, actually, you can see it right here. Up to 4th was a lap down. So I think Ricky Rudd, Mayfield, and Bill Elliott stayed out until that caution came out. And that would have been so lucky for us if we would have done that. I think we would have only been 1 lap down or on the lead lap. And how many people finished a lap down in this race? Oh yeah, I can just see the laps right here. There's 50 laps up to where? Finished 49 laps. Up to 11th was on 1 lap down. We could have potentially finished like there or like in the top 20-ish, something like that. That's absolutely crazy. We could have gotten lucky with that caution, but I already pitted and we were in back anyways, so didn't get lucky in this one. We got 2 races left on our tire wear, so we'll deal with that next episode. We got 1 more race till that is repaired. We have 1 more race till this engine is built, so that's huge. Let me modify a car. We got a new, a fresh engine, I should say, not a new one, and a chassis. So that will be the best that we got for Darlington coming up. And I gotta click that, and we're good to go. So Darlington should be all right for us, honestly, and we have to deal with our sponsorship stuff. I think next episode will be the primary one, and then at the end will be these ones as well. So we'll have to re-sign all of them next episode at some point. But we're going into Darlington. Hopefully we can do all right, finish top 40th. So that's our goal mainly. But we're slowly building up some stock in our car, which is really nice. I'm very excited with that. I'm thinking next season's gonna be really nice for us, honestly. Like, we might be able to crack like top 35 in points or something. We're not gonna be dead last next year, I'll guarantee that, because we'll be able to get some more upgrades faster and all that, and we'll be a lot better off. So going into Darlington here, hoping we can just do our normal, try and finish top 40-ish and qualify well so we can make some money. All right, I'm a little under 2 seconds off of the qualifying time. I think Mark Martin got it with like a 28.8 pretty much. And I ran like a 30.8, so basically right at like a 2-second difference, but hoping we can run okay, because normally I feel like we're a little slower at these, like close to a 1.5 mile track. But immediately in practice I got my Darlington stripes already in 3 and 4, which I might get here. Yep, unfortunate. That's gonna hurt this lap and then also hurt the next one because we didn't have much speed coming into it. That is a little unfortunate. We still ran a 30.8. That's 41st. But I need to try and get that top 40 for the sponsor money and stuff. So I need to like really go fast here. Hopefully we can. I need to just not hit the wall in 3 and 4 because that slowed me up a ton. So I felt like we had a decent lap going until then. Ram bottom well, hold bottom, really wait on it. Had more speed for sure in that one. I'm thinking that's gonna be a quicker lap. 30.5? Might be in 30th? Oh, still 41st. I was thinking like 35th-ish, something like that. That's rough.
MRN Radio is here at the Great Southern Tradition, the annual Mountain Dew Southern 500, here at Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. Well, I've heard it all week, the track too tough to tame. What's that all about, Barney?
The tight groove they have here makes this a very difficult racetrack. It takes total concentration, but the drivers all race long to be successful here.
This is a much-needed break for Terry Labonte.
You're right, Joe, and what a welcome relief this must be. This team has been working hard all year, but it seems they can never catch a break in qualifying. This time, they're starting up front.
The Sears Craftsman car looks to turn his luck around in this race.
I believe they got a good chance to turn their luck around right here. These guys have been working extra hard this week, and I think it just may pay off for them in the end.
That Terry Labonte car that's starting in 4th there was sick. I don't think I've ever seen that car. That was awesome. But I'm so confused that I get shocked that I was 3/10 faster there on my second lap and didn't gain any positions. That's actually like mind-blowing to me. Usually when that happens, we gain a bunch of positions. That's why I was thinking like mid to low 30s potentially with a 3/10 difference. But that was not the case here in this time. But we actually had a good start there, got a couple spots, got Johnny Benson and Shauna Robinson or something like that, or I don't know who exactly was in front of us altogether, but they were right on my tail, so I imagine they were it. Robinson going to the inside. Kimmel was also trying to get to our inside. I was just trying to get off the corner, and I got his nose too much. We're already 6 seconds off the leader, but that's quite normal. Because we're starting in the back, already getting Darlington stripes in the race. That's fine, it is what it is, but we're falling back to the back of the pack already. I'm hoping we can keep up with the pack a little bit in this one, but because we have decent equipment. It might be like our default equipment, honestly. I don't 100% know which ones are new and which ones are not, but slowly we are working towards getting everything newer, which is nice. We don't have necessarily newer chassis yet. That will be starting not even next episode because our research and development will get done next episode, but we still got to build that chassis with the new tire wear stuff on it. But we definitely have a couple new engines, and one's going to be done after this race. So we're slowly trying to integrate our new equipment that we have researched into our cars. But I'm holding off Frank Kimmel for the life of me. We're going to do the best we can here. We're going to probably have to pit around lap 17, 18-ish. Just to like even it out. 18 going into 19 probably is my goal right now. And Kimmel got by us, and I'm hoping we could try to settle in and get a little quicker, but we did run our fastest lap so far. We ran a 7.99. Actually, no, we ran faster in qualifying. But hopefully we can continue to try to run decent laps, not smack the wall, and maybe some guys will end up wrecking or blowing an engine, because every week it seems like somebody blows an engine if we go a full race altogether with no cautions. Even last week with a caution, Stewart blew his engine, which was lucky for us, but it's been super rare. I think it's been 2 races all season somebody has not blown an engine. One was Watkins Glen. I'm not sure if somebody blew their engine at Sonoma, but there was one other one I distinctly remember nobody blowing an engine, and I just finished dead last. So hopefully somebody blows an engine, or there ends up being a big crash or something, and we can get lucky not going a lap down. Oh my God, the leader and second place, it looks like, have like a whole straightaway over everybody else. That's kind of nuts. So I don't know who the hell is out in the lead or who's in 3rd place holding everybody back. Unless like that blue die has multiple people under it, but that's absolutely crazy how big of a gap 1st and 2nd place has over the rest of the field. That is nuts. So Dale Jarrett's the one that's waxing this whole field. You can see him catching us right here. I'm gonna try and stay out the way as best as possible, but I'm gonna wash up here in 1 and 2, so hopefully it gets by us quick. But I'm not sure who's in 2nd yet. It looks like it might be Mark Martin. because he qualified pole. But yeah, whoever's in third place and on back, they are just getting destroyed by these two guys. It is absolutely crazy. If one of these two weren't here, they would really be destroying the entire field. But they have a little bit of competition with each other at least. And I'm going to try not to interrupt that because they are the only two guys dominating it right now. So I'm going to try and avoid them as much as possible. But we're going to pit here in like 8-ish laps or something like that. Ooh, and somebody already blew an engine 10 laps in. Who blew their engine? That is quite unfortunate. Is that Jeff Green again? That is, oh, I don't think, no, that was the 55. That's not Jeff Green this time because Michael Waltrip is the 15, I believe. And Jeff Green and 55 all have similar ass paint schemes, the blue and yellow. So I'm not exactly sure who the 55 is, because I think that was before Michael Waltrip got in that 55 with Michael Waltrip Racing. Because I think this is way before that time, because this is like 2002, 2003 time. So yeah, that's not a possibility, I believe. But hey, we already gained a spot. Maybe somebody else will blow an engine because it happened so early. Who knows? We'll get lucky. Okay, it's interesting now. You can see on the map where I'm at, the black dot that's blinking. There's a couple cars that are pretty spaced out now before the huge pack back there. So I really think whoever started in like third or something has been holding everybody back, because you can see how like jumbled up that entire pack is going into turn 1 right there. It is crazy on the speed difference. It's like if I was just sitting there blocking the hell out of the entire field. I cannot stay off the wall. Oh yeah, this is throwback weekend, isn't it? That's why we have some different paint schemes. You can see Jimmy Johnson's car got the lows with like the Looney Tunes and stuff on it, I think. That is crazy. I didn't even think of that, because this is the 500 one where everybody does their throwbacks back in the day, at least. Nowadays, people do it at both Darlingtons or one or the other, because they did it at the 400 this past weekend. And Larson had an amazing Terry Labonte Kellogg scheme. I love that thing. That looks so good. Too bad he wrecked and then finished in the back. Blew his tire towards the end. But yeah, I'm really interested to know who is holding up the entire field. I'm not ever going to know, because the results at the end are not going to be able to tell, probably, who was in what position for so long and all that. So very interesting. We're going to pit here in a couple laps. I imagine pit road is going to start getting busy here quite soon. Yeah, there's a couple guys going on the pit road now, so we'll be pitting here in a few laps. All right, most people have made their pit stops now. We're going to pit on this time by, because you can see Johnson is passing us once again, but that's because he just pitted and getting back by us, actually 4th position there. But leader is actually still out there, has not pitted, I believe. So I think there's, is Dale Jarrett the one still in the lead? No, Mark Martin is, so he is cheating or something, I guess. But no, I think Dale Jarrett's gonna have an absolute massive lead over Mark Martin. Pitting earlier, having fresher tires. I need to somehow get this thing turned down the track. I think, actually, if I remember correctly, when we raced the first time at Darlington this season, we were very far off the pace, and I got hit in the rear end so hard by Kyle Petty, I think it blew our engine, if I remember correctly. So we didn't even get like a full race at Darlington last time. So this is like our first like full-time race at Darlington so far. But hopefully I have an okay pit stop here. Pit crew's getting a little bit better, because they had a 17.3. I think last week they had a 16.3 or something like that. Crazy. And how are we in 41st? I saw Junior sitting on pit road, but I imagined he was just getting his normal pit stop stuff done. So I don't know if Junior actually blew his engine or what. Like, we might get lucky and there'll be a couple guys that blew their engines in this one. Oh, I'm already screwing it up immediately. I thought I was in turn 1, so I went harder into the corner like an idiot. But these guys are all flying by us and stuff. There's still a couple guys in pit road. I'm gonna try and see if I see Junior down that pit lane like next time by or something, because if he is, that's why we're in 41st. And that would be pretty shocking, because normally only one guy blows their engine, but I guess we can get lucky and get 2 guys blowing their engines. I'm not sure. There's Mark Martin. Probably over half the track behind the leader now. I think he's in 2nd still. But because he was so damn fast in the beginning. It's crazy. All right, is Dale Jr. down there? Because there's that one car. I don't know. I don't know where the second car is that we're ahead of. Is it Petty here? I'm just running down here, just being out of the way, but is Petty the one that we were ahead of now? I don't know. I'm so confused because I only see that one car on pit road, so I don't know who's back there with us for position, honestly. So we'll see if we end up getting passed for that position and fall back to 42nd, because I only see one guy on pit road, so that's quite interesting. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, the leader's finally on pit road, I see, because they were on pit road just now. I think it's Tony Stewart just now pitted, and he lost the lead, so he's going to probably fall pretty far back. So maybe Mark Martin is still the leader, or he's right with Dale Jarrett or something. I'm not sure. I kind of want to see who's in the lead here when I hit pause. Mark Martin is the leader. Dale Jarrett is second. Interesting. So don't know what happened to Dale Jarrett there. Maybe he got slowed up on pit lane a ton because he pitted with everybody. I'm not sure. That's a possibility if a lot of guys were like leaving their stalls or coming in their stalls while he was trying to leave or get in. That's a big possibility for sure, but Stewart lost a ton of time staying out that long. I feel like I don't think it was worth it. Still don't know where 42nd is. I haven't seen them on the leaderboards every time we pass the line so far, but maybe we'll get lucky and gain 2 spots, and one of them was like legit on track somehow. Maybe that one person missed their pit stall, they pitted a second time. That's my only guess. I really have no clue at all. Or they had a ton of damage and they had to get that fixed. The leader is hitting the white flag now, but we still have a whole nother 2 laps here. Still have no clue where 42nd is. I'll have to see in the race stats at the end of this where that person was, because I know the 55 blew their engine early on, like lap 10. No clue what happened to anybody else like during that pit cycle, because I have not seen anybody else on pit road. Just that 55 is still sitting there, only that one dot on the map. Other than that, have not seen them in the relative at all whenever we hit the line behind us. Like everybody that's been passing us, not a clue in the world where 42nd is. So I'm lucky we finished 41st. I'll take that. It's a little bit of a good thing for us instead of finishing 42nd, I guess, right, in 43rd every week. But we got a little lucky there. Didn't really destroy our car, which is nice. Kept it as clean as we could have. And I imagine Mark Martin ended up winning this race because he was pretty dominant the entire time. Yeah, it was pretty ugly. You don't say. Mark Martin did win. Bill Elliott ended up finishing 19 laps down. No clue what happened to him. So we get a little bit of money there with our race participation and everything. Dale Jarrett ends up finishing second. But yeah, I have no clue what happened to Bill Elliott there. That's around the pit cycle, but I have no clue where he went. Like, was he actually still out there running at all? I don't think so, but I didn't see him on pit road either. And oh, Bobby Hamilton, the 55, that makes sense. But he was in like a blue and yellow car. It really threw me off altogether. But where did some of the better guys finish that are up there for points? Gordon 14th. Harvick actually ended up passing them for 13th. They did not have a great day. Stewart 11th. I think Junior was top 3. He ran really well. Dale Jarrett led some laps, so yeah, he got some good points as well. So they're gonna make a little bit of a comeback there on Gordon and Harvick, who are more towards the front of the field. So very interesting. Mark Martin gets the win, 1 extra lap led than Dale Jarrett. So good race up front, and he was only 1.5 behind, and then Junior was right behind Jarrett. So really good finish between them. Next episode, we're going to be going to Richmond, but first things first, we don't have to deal with that until next episode. Engines, we just got that new engine, so really I know this is an older one, that's a brand new one. I think this is a brand newer one as well, the number 4. This one's an old one, but this number 83 we could sell, honestly, or 83 condition left. We're gonna sell that, get some money back for it. It's only 13k, it's not that much worth it. But now we have 3 engines that we could rotate through. I kind of want to get that one repaired and maybe another one start being built, so we have 3 good ones now, because this one we'll probably use at Richmond, honestly. Richmond, I think we did okay at Richmond before. I can't quite remember. But yeah, these 2 are our newer engines. This is an older one still, that number 3. And then chassis-wise, we just got one repaired as well. So we have these 2 that are pretty good, and then we have the new research and development that is done next episode in one race, and then we'll have to, how fast can we build one? I need to see, because build in 3 race time, it's gonna cost a lot, but it's gonna be somewhat worth it, I would say. But it's gonna cost more than that because we're gonna have all of the everything else on it. But the schedule coming up, Richmond and New Hampshire, not the best tracks for me personally. And then Dover, Kansas, those can be okay. I feel like Talladega is gonna be fantastic. Charlotte should be all right. Martinsville is gonna be a struggle for us. Atlanta might be all right. Rockingham's gonna be a struggle. Phoenix is gonna be tough, I feel like. Homestead, I think it's the flat Homestead, the 6 degrees in the corners, not much at all. And it's the flat Homestead. Have not ran that on this game yet, so that's gonna be quite interesting to see how that goes. But some good things are coming up for sure, but we have that new chassis that we can build starting next episode. But we have some things that are good now, so I can make a car real quick. Modify a car, because we can use this engine, and I'm kind of okay with that chassis, honestly, because I might just save this chassis for New Hampshire and so on and so forth. But accept those, and then also I actually want to I don't know if I really even want to repair this chassis, honestly. I don't know if it's even worth it at this point. I could probably just sell it, but I'm just gonna leave it there for now. I'm not gonna repair one. I'll just build the new one next episode. But over $600,000 in the bank. We've been slowly making the money with our sponsor money and all that, usually qualifying in top 40, but the last few races have been a struggle for us. But when was the last time we ran Richmond? Jeff Gordon ended up winning. I cannot see the stats on that race. I just would like to know where we finished, honestly, but don't 100% know. But we've been absolutely terrible anyways. Average starting 35th, average finish 39th. Best finish is 16th. We've been pretty good at the super speedways, which is nice. It even says top speed. That's wild. Do we have a faster top speed than anybody? Almost of Robbie Gordon. That's kind of crazy. And other than that, oh wow, of Greg Biffle, we have a faster top speed. That's actually interesting. And Casey Kane and Shane Hall. So yeah, the people were usually around. That makes sense, but did not know any of that was there, which is quite funny. But going on to next episode, should be getting better and better with our chassis and all that, and then we'll be starting to research and develop a new tire grip on the car, which honestly I'm gonna have to do that first to see how much I want to pay for that, and then that'll determine how fast we can get the new chassis in the car and stuff like that. So new developments coming soon in our car in this career. We're gonna be getting better and better, so hopefully you guys stick around and stick it out with us. The grind is real, and this game is very tough because of that, but I love it because it's a lot of fun. It takes a long time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.